Well, good morning, Clocking the Gallop fans. Welcome to our show today, Wednesday, the 25th of January. We're firmly into the Cape Town Met Week, and we have the Clocking the Gallop direct line taking pride of place on our Wednesday show ahead of the Ghostryder selections for today's racing out at Scottsville, which we'll go through in a moment. Just suffice to add to the slide that you see on your screen that you've only got just over 48 hours to join up to the Clocking the Gallop direct line, which starts this coming Friday with our racing down in Gqeberha at Fairview, continuing into Kenilworth on Saturday, Turffontein on Sunday, and Greyville on Monday. We've got all our heads together and busy studying up on that form for the 4 days. It'll cost you just over 60 Rand a race meeting, and you can do your deposits into our Clocking the Gallop FNB current account. Use your surname and mobile number as your reference, but make sure you're in and ready to go by Friday midday. We will, of course, accept you on Saturday morning for the Kenilworth selections too, but then you'll miss out on the Friday stuff. It'll still cost you 250 Rand for those 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Looking forward to having you on board. It's going to be a crackerjack race meeting, lots of carryovers on the tote, and all our selections will be sent through to you on the morning of the race meetings concerned. Right now, let's get on with the business at hand today. It is racing today at Scottsville in Pietermaritzburg, and here are the Ghostryder's selections. So let's go to the race meeting today out at Scottsville. The expected temperature is 21 degrees, so it's a pretty cool day in Pietermaritzburg today, and they say that it's cloudy with a 70% chance of rain. So do note that in going to the races today. No rainfall recorded, though, in the last 7 days, and they've had 12 millimeters of irrigation put down on the track, with 4 millimeters of irrigation in the last 24 hours. The track condition is good on both the straight and the turn. False rail is 7.5 meters out, and the penetrometer is at 23 on both the straight and the turn tracks today. Kabela Matsunyani not riding today. He's booked off due to family responsibility. We'll run through the rest of the changes for you as we go through it. So let's start off with the selections in the first race, which is jumping at 12:25. The start of the bipot. It's up the straight 1,000 meters for a maiden juvenile plate for fillies, and the Ghostryder's tipping the Mike Miller, daughter of Karari, number 1, African Folklore, to beat home number 7, Errol's Legacy, third number 5, Secret Winks, and fourth number 2, She Can. Those are the selections for race number 1. In the first race, note number 5, Secret Winks, is now the mount of apprentice Siyanda Sosibo. He claims 2.5 kilograms. It does get a weight allowance there to boot too. That might be instrumental in the selections for race number 1 with that jockey change there. Let's go to race 2, the start of the place accumulator at 1 o'clock. It's a maiden plate, again up the straight 1,200 meters. Here you can scratch an important scratching, number 2, Super Fast, not eating up, scratched by the Riverland Yard. Number 6, Future of Energy, races with blinkers. Tip here for first is number 9 to win it, that being Lazy Guy. Lazy Guy is tipped to beat number 6, Future of Energy. Third goes to number 8, Axel Collins, who always reserves his best races for Scottsville. And fourth to number 3, Rare Flag, 9, 6, 8, and 3. Moving to the third race, the opening leg of the pick 6 at 13:35. It's a maiden up the straight, again over 1,200 meters. Race 3, there are no changes to report. And here the top choice is number 9, Majestic Rain, from the Peter Muscat stable. Recently gelded, Tristan Godden rides the Son of Time Thief, and Majestic Rain is tipped to beat home number 5 in second, Lucky Dollar. Third goes to number 3, Maserati Raw, and fourth to number 2, Royal Oasis, 9, 5, 3, and 2. Let's move into race 4 at 2:10. It's a maiden plate over 1,400 meters, the start of the first jackpot. Changes in the fourth race, there are none. And here the tip is number 3 to win it. It's African Dusk from the Golf Puller Yard, Spare Klangwa gets the ride and takes 2.5 kilos off. So African Dusk is tipped ahead of number 5, Unsolved Riddle for second. Third goes to our Clocking the Gallop Syndicate runner, Miraculous Man, who's coming back after a break of a couple of months. Blinkers gone for the first time. We're expecting a better run. And fourth to number 7, Flaming Drum, who has been gelded after his last run. So 3, 5, 9, and 7 there. Race 5 is off at 2:45. It's a fillies and mares 88 handicap over 1,500 meters. Race 5, you can scratch number 7, Southern Cape. That comes out of race number 5. The top choice here is number 4, Lucky Miss from the Duncan Howells yard to beat number 3, Maria Carolina. Third to number 1, Let's Not Linger. And the fourth selection to number 8, Sea Eagle, 4, 3, 1, and 8. Takes us to race 6, the Marula Sprint up the straight 1,200 meters, due for 3. Scratch number 6, Vion's Pie in race 6, and number 8, Passage of Power to race with a Cornell collar. Here, the number 1 chance is Pearl of Asia, number 5, for Robbie Hill and Keegan DeMello. Number 5, Pearl of Asia is tipped to beat home. Number 8, Passage of Power. Third goes to horse number 1, Spider's Corner, and fourth to number 9, Captain Fontaine. Then the penultimate race, race 7, is off at 5-4. It's a fillies and mares 90 handicap over the 1,000 meters. Changes in race 7, just number 6, Vivid Jet, races without the earmuffs. No earmuffs on Vivid Jet. The top choice here is number 2, Kalulo for Michael Roberts and Spare Klangwa to beat number 4, Sweet Symphony. Third goes to number 6, Vivid Jet. And fourth, number 8, Maquette, 2, 4, 6, and 8, race 7. And the 8th and last race, due off at 16:35, is a merit-rated 87 handicap over 1,400 meters. Race 8, number 7, Grappler, is now ridden by apprentice Siyanda Sosibo, who claims 2.5 kilos. And number 6, His Choice, to race without blinkers. Here, first is number 5. We've given number 5 the vote, Kimura, for Tony Riverland and Keegan DeMello. Second to number 1, Manhattan Cafe. Third to number 3, Cavalieri. And fourth goes to number 8, Bend the Rules. 5, 1, 3, and 8. So those are the selections for the Ghostryder on this Wednesday, the 25th of January. Coming up next are the place accumulator selections, as well as how to join up with the Ghostryder private tipping line, which you can get hold of him directly on his WhatsApp number. Well, let's run through the place accumulator now for today. 8 races carded in Pietermaritzburg at Scottsville. So the place accumulator starts in the second race. You've got until 1 o'clock to take your place accumulators today. 2 numbers to open up the bet. Number 6, Future of Energy, and 9, Lazy Guy. By 5 and 9, Lucky Dollar and Majestic Rain. Then 3, 5, and 9, African Dusk, Unsolved Riddle, and Miraculous Man. Banker number 4, Lucky Miss in the 4th leg. 4 numbers in the 5th leg. Numbers 1, Spider's Corner, 5, Pearl of Asia, 8, Passage of Power, 9, Captain Fontaine. Then 4 numbers in the second last leg. Numbers 2, Kalulo, 4, Sweet Symphony, 6, Vivid Jet, and 8, Maquette. And the last leg, 1 and 5, Manhattan Cafe and Kimura. It'll cost you 384 Rand for the full bet today, 384 Rand for the full place accumulator, 38 Rand 40 gets you 10%, and 76 Rand 80 under 80 Rand for 20%. Don't forget that the Ghostryder offers you his private tipping line, and I can tell you there's some important information coming up on that next week, early next week. Don't forget to tune in, because the Ghostryder's got a special for the month of February. Make sure that you watch early next week. We'll give you more information on that. But if you'd like to contact him to find out how to sign up to the private tipping line of the Ghostryder, WhatsApp him now on 082 695 3545, and I'm sure he'll get back to you in a jiffy. That's it for our Wednesday racing from Clocking the Gallop. Enjoy the day's racing. Let's hope for the best for our Miraculous Man running in the 4th race out at Scottsville today.